So it says, of the many test pilots who have flown the new plane, none have found it difficult to operate. So they were saying, like, if you, like the new pilots, you flew the plane, you didn't find it difficult. So it is unlikely that the test pilot flying the plane tomorrow will find it difficult to operate. That's our conclusion. And so my brief pre-phrase here was just to say, like, since this has never happened, it's not likely to happen tomorrow, was kind of what I was looking for. I didn't diagram it beyond that. And so I'm looking for something with that similar structure. Like, so since this has never happened, it's unlikely to happen. So A says, all of the many book reviewers who read RN's new novel thought it was particularly well written. So it is likely that the average reader will enjoy the book. I like that one to start because it's saying like the book reviewers thought it was well written. What I didn't like about it was that it switched from being like well written to enjoying the book. So I was hesitant about A, but I left it open to start with. B says, many of the book reviewers who read Wim W.J.'s new novel before it was published found it very entertaining. So it is unlikely that most people who buy the book will find it boring. So this one was a little bit trickier for me, but we're saying that we go from like being, if you're a pilot, you don't find it difficult. So then tomorrow, the pilot is unlikely to find it difficult. Where this switches from, it goes from saying that it switches our variable here where it goes from very entertaining to boring. So I didn't like B and I crossed it off. C says, neither of the two reviewers who enjoyed SL's new novel hoped that L would write a sequel. So it is unlikely that the review of the book in next Saturdays will express hope that L will write a sequel. I didn't like this one because it's only talking about two specific reviewers, so we don't know what's going to happen in this one newspaper in specific. So I crossed C off. D says, many reviewers have read KL's new novel, but none of them enjoyed it. So it is unlikely that the reviewer for the local newspaper will enjoy the book when she reads it. I really like this one because it's saying it sticks in the, it uses the same description here, right? Where we go from enjoy to enjoy, where at the top here, we went from well written to enjoy the book. And another thing that I like about D over A is going from book reviewers to the average reader. And D says it's going from reviewers to reviewer. So I like D, so I'm going to go ahead and cross A off at this time. And then E says, none of the reviewers who have read GO's new novel were offended by it. So it's unlikely that the book will offend anyone in the general public who reads it. No, that was too strong. And so, and we're also going from reviewer to general public here. So it's not as good of an answer as D. And so that's why D is our correct answer, which I think a lot of people got this one correct. So how do you feel? That one was, I